Hello, welcome to day one of your workout. Of the whole program. We have 7 exercises, 30 seconds through. We're going to get started right away. So let me go ahead and start this watch. This is my 3rd time filming this workout because my camera doesn't want to work. So that's fun. Okay, so we're starting with goblet squat. Or no, I'm so sorry. We are starting with a warm-up. See, this is what happens. All right. Okay, so warming up here, we're going to take those arm circles forward. Whew. So we've got full body. So we've got upper body, lower body, and some abs, a little bit of cardio as well. We're going to move through it pretty quickly because I want to keep our heart rate up. So less rest time in between that. That's circuit style. So we're going to go through this just a couple times. For sure 2 times, optional 3 if you feel like you can do that. So switch, go backwards with those arms. Feel the shoulder warming up. All right, we're gonna hinge over here. So press those hips back. Fingertips are pointing down and reach out and in. So lateral raise, feel your shoulder blades squeeze towards the middle. Don't pull up on your neck here and go and look forward, okay? We wanna make sure we're looking down and at the floor. So we do have a little bit of back exercise, shoulders, chest, glutes and legs. So I want to make sure we bring blood flow to those areas, especially if we're doing this exercise bright and early. All right, one more time. Awesome. We're going to go into a glute warm up here. So we're going down and up with a squat. So with that, we're going to squeeze the belly as we lift up. Exhale, squeeze. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze the belly. Keep those glutes squeezing. Get the blood flow there. Good. Legs nice and wide here. Arms out to the side. We're going to reach towards that opposite toe and up. Almost though. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Roll those wrists out. All right. We've got just a couple more dynamic stretches here. So go ahead and open and close your arms. Whew. Make sure that chest opens and closes. A little side step action as well. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna start with a goblet squat. So goblet squat, grab a heavy weight. For me, that's my 20. If you don't have weights, or I'm sorry, if you don't have a heavy enough weight, or if you don't need a weight for this one, that is perfectly fine as well. What the whole point here is to just build on a foundation. So goblet squat's gonna help us with loading weight in the front, so that we have to use our core to help stabilize us up, okay? So go ahead and you could point those toes out a little bit to the side, and we're gonna just sit back and up here. So we're going down and up. That weight's right out front, right up to the chest. So I don't want it to be out here because that's gonna cause a little bit of strain on the back. As you can feel if you try that, it doesn't feel too good. So keep it nice and close to your body. Down, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. Exhale to lift. There's 10 seconds left. Each exercise is about 30 seconds. And I say about 30 seconds. Let's go 3, 2, 1, because I lose track of time when I talk. So it's like a typical group exercise class with me. All right, grab 2 heavy dumbbells. We're going down to the floor for a chest press. So I'm using my 20s. Load those up onto your knees, then lower back. That way you don't pull your back muscles lifting them up. So start with them up above your shoulders here. We're gonna lower, squeeze up. We wanna make sure we're feeling the tension in our chest muscles. Remember, we're here for 30 seconds. Ten to left, 10 left, 10 left. Less than that. We've got 3, 2, 1. Lower those down. Okay, put them right by your side. We're gonna come back to a standing position. We've got alternating row. So you're gonna need a medium weight for that. 2 medium dumbbells. Wanted to confirm that my phone is still recording. It's the first time I filmed this, it turned off. So, all right, we're gonna hinge forward here. Okay, nice soft bend. Let your shoulder blades kind of droop out to the side, or just pull forward here. Okay, from here, we're gonna take that left arm, and it's gonna come back towards that back glute or that back pocket, if you want to envision that. So reaching back. Lead with the elbow. So you'll feel your shoulder blade or scapula. It's going to go in towards that midline, and as you lower down, it reaches back out towards the side. We're almost there. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights. We've got shoulder press, so light weight here. 8s or 10s. I'm going 10s. Those are my light weights there. If you can do 5s, do 5s. If even that's too heavy, then go lower if you have lower. So we're gonna load those weights up right above the ears, or right next to the ears. And alternating, lifting up. Good. So when we're here, I want to make sure we have a nice tall posture as well. Sometimes split stance can help as well, offsetting some of that awkward weight that goes up above the head here. Still make sure our abs are tight. We always want to protect the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights. We're coming to the floor for glute bridge. So with a glute bridge, I'm going to use a heavy weight on my front of my hips. So you can choose to do that or have no weight at all, depending on what you want to do today. Definitely say challenge yourself. You are stronger than you think. Okay, but if you're not used to working out, body weight is perfectly fine. So if you're using a weight, we're just stacking it here right above right on your hip bones. Press through the heels to lift and lower. Keep your belly tucked in nice and tight here. So back stays nice and flat when you lower back down, up, and up. All right, 3, 2, 1. lower down, drop that weight off to the side. We've got dead bugs. So dead bugs is an ab or core workout. So as we stack those knees up above the hips and arms right above the shoulders, I want you to take your hips and roll them back. You're being pulled into the floor here. So our back is pinned to the floor. Our left hand and right foot are going to move away from the center of our body, and then exhale, come back to center. So naturally, our hips are going to want to open here. Ribs are going to want to flare open. But we are squeezing our abs so tight to prevent any movement there. So naturally, if I didn't have that core strength right now, my hips are going to roll forward, and I'm going to end up pulling my lower back. We don't want that. So back stays flat, ribs are tucked in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Awesome. We're coming up one more time for one more exercise, the end of our circuit. Circuit 1, we have a little cardio move here, high knees or marches. So since this is a beginner exercise workout program, we're going into a 30-second march. So knees are just coming up to those hands. If you feel like that's too easy, you can speed it up. You can even do high knees. Okay, go where you need to, so you get the best 30 seconds here. Halfway through. Don't hold your breath, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We are going to grab some water and start over one more time through that. So we've got goblet squats at the top here. Grab that weight. We're going to load it up in front of us. And remember, we're sitting back and squeeze up. Down and squeeze lift. Weight stays close to the body. So we want to make sure we keep moving. Less rest time keeps our heart rate up so that we can burn more calories doing this. There's a method to the madness. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that weight. We're going back to the floor for our chest press. So grab your heavier weights or whatever you used for the first round. Remember, if they're heavy, load them up onto your knees first, then lower back. All right, your back doesn't have to be pinned to the floor for these, so you can let your back arch away. All right, ready, lower, squeeze to lift. Exhale, lift. There's multiple ways to do these. You'll see some people just go down and up like this, or down and then they close the hands in. Honestly, don't really matter to me. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want you to feel that chest press. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those down. We're going back up for those rows. So that's your medium weight. For me, that's my 15s. Oh. All right. Remember, hinge forward here. Let those arms hang down. And here we go. Left arm, right arm. Really focus on what your scapula is doing there. It's the best way. Reach towards that back glute. Hello. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Great. Lighter weight for that shoulder press. So we're alternating these shoulder presses. Go ahead and load those up right on your shoulders. All right, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, alternating presses here. Remember, keep your abs pulled in here. Nice and squeezing inward. 5, 4, 3, 2, finish one more side. Awesome. All right, back to the floor. We've got glute bridge and then dead bugs and then marches. That's our next 3. Move stuff out of the way. I'm gonna have a kitty next to me. Hi. All right, load that weight up onto your hips if you're using that weight. Hello. All right, remember here, roll those hips back, flatten the spine into the floor, press through the heels to lift and lower. Abs are tight here. You're almost there. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down nice and slow. All right, drop that weight off to the side. We've got dead bugs, so no weight necessary here. Remember, back is flat. Ribs are tucked in here. Abs are squeezing as hard as you can. Lower the left arm and right leg. Exhale, squeeze to center. Whatever you do, that back is not coming away from the floor. No movement. You are super glued to the floor. If that means you don't go all the way to the floor with your arms and legs, that's fine. It's the same workout, just different strength abilities. We're still working the same muscle group. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're coming up again for those marches. Give you a second to get up there. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Remember, you can go faster. Point is getting that heart rate up there. This is your cardio piece. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Grab water. We've got that one more time through. So we're starting at the top with those goblet squats. So grab your heavy weight. We're loading it up right in front, right? Hold it here. Feet hip width apart and or a little wider. All right, weight in your heels. We're sitting back and up. Squeeze those glutes as you come up. So the glutes and the abs are all squeezing up. With that exhale, I'll emphasize the exhale. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the floor. Chest press we go. Here comes Big Bones. Hi, bud. Okay, so chest press, load those weights up. Phew. I'm all about my sound effects here. All right, down and up. Oh, Jonesy says, no, I don't want to work out. Oh, Bodie says no too. Or maybe he's saying, Jonesy, you do need to work out. Jonesy, you're in the way, dude. You gotta show everybody your belly. We're almost there. I'm gonna get hit in the head with a cat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those down to your side before standing up for alternating row. So grab your medium weights. So lots of down and up motion here. That also helps with more of the cardio aspect. All right, I'll give you a second to get here. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternating row. Remember, we're rowing back towards that back pocket. Reach that dumbbell back there. Elbow leads the way. Really envision your scapula or shoulder blade, however you refer to it as. Envision it going in and out here. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. We've got shoulder presses, so grab your lighter weights. Or if you feel like you could go a little heavier, challenge yourself here. Okay, we're loading those up next to our ears. And then we're alternating it out. Ready? Press up and lower. These cats love me. Every time I work out, they're down here under my feet. Jonesy, he wants you to play ball. We are almost done with today's workout. You got this. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 left to go. Going to the floor, we've got our glute bridge. Then we have our glute bridge, then dead bugs, then marches. And then we're stretching it out. So load that weight up onto the front of your hip if you're using that weight. If not, we're lowering down. We're flattening our back to the floor, pressing through the heels, squeezing the abs, lower and lift. Keep those glutes squeezing the whole time. Abs are drawn in. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down nice and slow. Drop that weight off to the side. Stack the hips above the knees right above the hips. Arms right above the shoulders. Here we go with our dead bug. Keep that back flat, right? Ribs tucked in. And inhale away, exhale, close. Nice and slow. This isn't a cardio exercise here. The whole workout can get our heart rate up. But this specific exercise is meant to do with precision and control. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. We're coming right back up. We've got those marches, and then we're done. We're stretching it out. All right, so get yourself up there. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. You got this. Challenge yourself. Go faster if you can. Keep breathing. Almost there. We've got officially 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you did it. You made it to your cool down. Awesome. Nice little side steps. You take your left arm over your chest here and stretch. Big inhale. Slow it down. Switch sides. Awesome. You can interlace your fingers behind you. And we're opening up the chest here. Looking up. Good. All right, we're gonna do a little hip flexor stretch. So we're coming down to the floor. Let's put that left leg forward. Right knee is coming right behind us. So we're in that bent leg position on the back. And what we're doing is we're just pressing the hips forward. So you're gonna feel a nice stretch and then along the front of your hip and thigh here. I feel like sometimes this one also makes us feel like we're off balance a little bit. So the more you do this stretch, the easier it'll get for you to stay in that bent leg position here. It's not a typical move or motion you're in a day. So I can understand if your balance is a little off here. All right, left knee's down. Bring that right foot forward and stretch forward. That's why we're here, right? That's why you showed up. We're here to strengthen up those muscles, get into a routine, get some flexibility. Just keep showing up for yourself. Don't give up. We made day 1. You made it through day 1. I've done day 1 3 times. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna bring both knees back together. Drop the belly down. So hands and knees, this is cat-cow, so drop the belly, open up the chest and the head. Exhale, around the spine. And drop the belly and open up. And around the spine again. Awesome. We're coming to a seated position here. Oh, no, actually, let's go down to our back. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So as we're on our back, take that left ankle over the right knee. So we're here. You could stay in this position if that's good. Otherwise, you could bring that leg closer to you. So this is a nice glute stretch. This is how we get flexible. Stretching out that muscle after we've warmed it up. Also, lots and lots of water. Hydration is key as well. All right, right leg is gonna extend out straight. I'm too long. And then that left knee is gonna cross over our left leg, and we're gonna look over that left shoulder. Great. All right, same thing other side. So right ankle over that left knee. All right, straighten out that left leg. Right leg's crossing over, and we're gonna look over the right shoulder. Awesome. All right, come back to a seated position here. You have made it through day 1. You should be so proud of yourself that you finished this. This is awesome. All right, tomorrow, day 2, is really just all about movement. So there is no structured workout, but it will just be encouraging any kind of movement. Try your best for 30 straight minutes. If you have to do it in 15-minute blocks, that's fine as well, especially at work. So you could go 15-minute walk and then another 15-minute walk later. Just make sure that you're getting your heart rate up there a little bit more than you would if you were just sitting. So obviously, yeah. So nothing too intense, just any kind of movement, bicycle, if you have a gym membership, the elliptical, the treadmill, anything like that. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Bye.